More than 8,300 Kentuckians have died from COVID-19 since March of 2020.
Tonight, a young woman is grieving after losing her father to the virus. She shared her story with Chad Hedrick in hopes that her painful loss can save other families from the same fate.
A green and black ribbon hangs on Sarah Lemp's sweater.
The black represents the loved ones that we've lost, and the green represents the other families out there in Kentucky that have lost people as well.
It's for the ones we've lost to COVID-19, which now includes Sarah's dad, Vaughn Miller.
He thought he could just stay at home and rest and, get over it until his oxygen started dropping. And one day he passed out and he was admitted to the hospital and he was put on a BiPAP machine.
Unable to be there as her father fought for his life, Sarah could only call a couple times a day to see how he was doing.
The worst part of this disease that I think people are not talking about is the fear and anxiety waiting by the phone every day to get updates.
Just days later, Sarah's seemingly healthy 64-year-old dad passed away.
And I promised to myself in that moment that I would share a story with anybody that would listen.
Sarah's holding on tight to memories as she faces the devastating reality of losing her dad to COVID and knowing he's now part of a heartbreaking tally of lives taken too soon.
My dad is now a number. When you hear on TV 60 people died in Kentucky today from COVID, he's now one of those numbers. He's a statistic.
But to Sarah, Vaughn Miller is her dad. It's why Sarah is sharing her story, hoping it changes someone's perspective and ultimately saves a life.
To all the families that lost somebody recently to COVID, nobody knows the grief that our families are experiencing. And we really need to get out there and share our stories. We need to show this is real, this is devastating, and this is affecting a ton of people in our community.
Trying to be the voice of the many who have shed tears, just like Sarah has.
And I wouldn't wish this trauma on anybody.
In Lexington, Chad Hedrick for the Fox 56 10 o'clock news.
Sarah's stepmother was also hospitalized with COVID at the same time. She's now home and is recovering.